Hey folks, it's Matt once again. Welcome back to another review for another horror film, and that is Dead Alive. Now, I know this is also known as Braindead, but I prefer this title. Also, there's another movie called Braindead with Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton, which I've seen bits and pieces, but I haven't seen the whole movie. So I just call it Dead Alive. But it came out in 1992 and it's directed by Peter Jackson, who at this time had directed Bad Taste and Meet the Feebles, which were fun movies. After this, he did The Frighteners, which I think is a very underrated film. And honestly, that's the last Peter Jackson film I liked, because I'm not a fan of his Teen Con. I ranted on that on my channel. Sorry, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of the Lord of the Rings movies. I'm not into the Hobbit films. So this is the Peter Jackson I prefer. And this is definitely one of the best zombie movies of all time. It's not my favorite. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead is my favorite, but this is up there. Because there's such a lot of imagination, creativity, and an insane amount of gore and special effects pertaining to that gore. It's an insane amount. And the fact that this cost $3 million only, people say, yeah, but this is 1992. Okay, inflation, triple it, quadruple it, 4 times. So what? 12 million. How the hell you want to do it? It's still a small budget for the amount of stuff they did away. That's why it kills me when a lot of movies today, CGI has its place. A mix of practical and CGI can work wonders. There's some pretty damn good CGI. Some of the work on Blade Runner 2049, like the Rachel, the young Rachel. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But you can't just fucking wipe away practical effects, because it's real. You can't get more real than real. And people keep telling me it's so much more expensive. Well, how the fuck did this movie get made for $3 million? Or Wishmaster, which I'll talk about later, that was like $5 million. And then there's a shitload of fucking effects. As well as they gotta pay the actors, they gotta pay for the set, they gotta build locations, things of that nature. So, I do think a bit of it is laziness. People disagree, but this is not lazy. This is the opposite. And this probably is the goriest film I've ever seen. It's hard to think of a film that's gorier than Dead Alive. I mean, Jesus, you got a nurse getting her head cut off, and then the head's like just hanging there on back of it. You got, of course, this has a very fun sense of humor. Before I get into that, the story of the film, this character named Lionel, who's a quiet guy, good guy. I thought the actor did a good job playing the role, Timothy Balm. And he meets this girl, Paquita. And I thought she was likable too. I didn't mind their romance. They fall in love, but Lionel has his domineering mother. And then this little bit in the past about his father. His father died drowning trying to save him. Then you find out later on that's not exactly what happened to his father. So yeah, a little bit of the character stuff. And then one day the couple go to the zoo and the mom follows her son. But at the zoo there's this rat monkey. Sumatran rat monkey. Which when you see it, it's done in stop motion animation. And it bites the mom. And when it bites someone, they die and they turn into a zombie. And that's what happens to her. And then she kills a couple people, then they turn. And this whole time Lionel is trying to keep them in the basement, trying to figure out what to do next. Not sure what he should do next. There's this one point where he goes to the graveyard to get his mom because he knows she's going to come back and these guys fucked with him. And this asshole's pissing on his mom's grave, and the mom don't like that, so he grabs his dick, comes down. Thankfully, you don't see the dick. And tons of blood all over. The zombies mount up. Fucks up that guy's rib cage is showing. You have a kung fu priest. I take ass for the Lord. And just I wish that guy was in it more, but he just turned into a zombie. But that was a lot of fun. A kung fu priest fighting zombies and kicking heads and legs off. That was entertaining. Other pieces of humor, you have the mom. Her ear fell into a custard and she's still eating and ate her ear along with the custard. And then like a bit of blood went into another guy's custard. He doesn't notice it, the pus and blood, so he starts eating the custard. This tastes good. Uh, at one point, the zombies have sex, and this baby's born, and Lionel's taking the baby out to a park, and it tries to get some kids. So he's beating it up and bashing on rails and stomping on it, and people are like, what the fuck? He's punching the baby, the zombie baby. And then gets to a point where this asshole uncle blackmails Lionel, saying, I don't know what tinky shit you're doing, but you don't give me the house, or I'm going to tell everybody what's going on here. You don't give me your inheritance. Oh, thank you. I'm going to have a housewarming party. I'm going to invite all these people. So, Lionel gets back with his lady, his girlfriend. They decide to take care of these zombies with poison, but it doesn't work because they come back, they're pissed off, and it's just wall-to-wall gore-thon, wall-to-wall splats. It's just insane. I remember the first time I saw this, I was just blown away by the insanity I was watching. Because I'm like, how much crazier can it get? Oh, how about entire rib cage pulled out? How about a face ripped off? How about a heart pulled out? How about a guy who's screaming, they're pulling him back, and his legs are nothing but bones and blood? How about a woman gets punched back through the head and the hand comes out of the mouth? How about a zombie gets thrown back and impaled on like light bulbs, so the whole head is lighting up like a Christmas tree? How about a baby zombie punching a hole through a woman and almost doing this? What's on the cover? Literally like doing this and opening up her face, so her face like. And I remember the first time I saw that, I went, what the fuck? For some reason, I keep thinking I first saw this on TV. But it was like one of those cable, like IFC, like stuff where nothing was cut out. For some reason, I want to say that's how I first saw this. And I was just blown, like, holy shit. All this stuff they could do. Like, how the hell did they do it? And that's another thing. Why is there no special edition of this movie? Good luck trying to get the Blu-ray that's uncut. That's why I have this DVD. It might be even hard to get this DVD, let alone the Blu-ray. This is from Lionsgate. Troy Marcone Video. And it is the unrated version. But yeah, good luck getting the Blu-ray of this. Why is there no special edition of this? Peter Jackson can, if he slaps his fingers, he can do it, because the Hobbit films made a lot of money. Peter Jackson's films make a lot of money. We could have had special editions of Meet the Feebles and Dead Alive. Why don't we have that? I would love to know how this effect stuff was made, commentaries, but there's nothing on here but a trailer. And this is like one of the best zombie films of all time, and it has nothing. But yet, The Exorcist 2 and Chainsaw Massacre 4 are getting collector's edition Blu-rays from Scream Factory. Granted, I know Scream Factory, they can only deal with what rights they get, but the fact that those pieces of shit movies get collector's edition Blu-rays. But like The Hitcher with Rutger Hauer gets nothing. This movie gets nothing. Fucking insane. Oh yeah, like this movie gets nothing. That's another thing, another day. But I mean, you got literally guts fall out of a zombie, and the guts get up. The guts become alive. And there's a funny bit where our hero has the lawnmower after the lawnmower massacre, and the guts are literally praying using its lungs as hands. I never would have thought of that. That's fucking creative, and the effects are really good. And I think they hold up. And this was, what, 1992? I mean, the guts, like the organs become alive. I just remember, like, where the fuck is this going to end? Please don't end. This is just insanity. Wow. It blew me the fuck away. Still blows me away. And then the hero parties over with this big fuck off lawnmower. Just usually, well, not usually, but sometimes when that happens, it's disappointing because they cut away, or that you don't see much of it. But no, you see a lot of him lawnmowing these motherfuckers, placing it down, lawnmowing, and at one point, zombie gets on top and he holds it. A lot of lawnmower action, which I thought was really cool and inventive. When was the last time you saw a lawnmower massacre? The asshole uncle, how he gets it, where he gets his head and spine ripped out. Not completely ripped out, because we see a scene with him as a zombie, and the spine and head are like, this is his body, this is his spine and head. I'm like, wow, that's cool. And then the hero's girlfriend takes it and smashes his head against the counter. It's just insane. The creativity, the effects work, and again, it's mixed in with the sense of humor, some stylish direction, and I'll call it that. Like this scene here with the uncle, there's a bit where the zombies come in, and this sort of sped up shot where he's like, if you've seen the movie, you know what scene I'm talking about. And it's not a statically shot film. It's not just place the camera and do nothing. Very competent filmmaker with these type of movies. And again, the sense of humor. Screenplay by Steven Sinclair, Francis Walsh, and Peter Jackson. They did a good job on that. And then the mom has become this big monster. And yeah, the big monster isn't the greatest looking practical effect. But for this kind of movie, for the humor and what it's trying to do, you go along with it. And they're on the roof of the house, and Lionel realizes what really happened to his dad. The mom killed him, and he gets swallowed. But then this amulet he was given, he cuts out his stomach, and this wave of blood comes out. Ends on a happy note, doesn't end on a cliffhanger, doesn't end on a sequel bait ending, doesn't end on a downer. Our hero and his girlfriend walk away to live happily ever after. And it's an actual ending. Like, this is a very satisfying movie. I don't really have much to say about this. And it's a fairly short film, too. Well, okay. It's an hour and 30-some minutes. If it went by a fast pace, I guess that's how I thought it was short. Because it went by fast. I didn't get bored at all. It really keeps going. And with the blood and the gore and the humor and the creativity, and the characters are fine too. Like I like the lead guy. I like the girlfriend. I thought they were sweet together. Little bits that they put in there, like when Lionel he's trying to get stuff to knock out these zombies when it first happens, and he meets this bald guy who's speaking like a German accent. Like that little character I thought was fun. Like I said, it has nice little quirky bits in there, which just add to the whole package. If you like zombie movies, you never seen this film, you do yourself. It's that. It's a disservice not to see this if you're a zombie fan. If you like gore, this is a must-see. If you like Peter Jackson's other early work, this is a must-see. If you like, if you liked Evil Dead 2, this is a good companion piece to Evil Dead 2. I can't recommend this film enough. It's a great movie. It's a great zombie film. And again, I don't understand why there's no special edition of this, but what do I know? But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.